Tyler Lancaster. And to my right is...
Tom Burness.
And that's him and that's me. Couple of boys.
Doing cool skateboard tricks.
Doing cool skateboard tricks. Subscribe and like to our latest video where we tell you how to do an ollie. And kickflip.
And nollie pop shove it.
And an ollie pop shove it over the top of a pothole.
And your little sister.
And your little sister's in the pothole.
Also,
we're here to talk about movies.
Yeah, and this movie that I watched, we've got Matthew McConaughey in it, and it's called Surfer, Dude.
Surfer, Dude with Matthew McConaughey. Who else?
Directed by S.R. Bindler.
Oh, Srabindler.
Yeah, Srabindler. Alexei Gilmore.
Oh, Gamora from
Jeffrey
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nordling.
Jeff Bridges?
No, not Jeff Bridges.
Oh, I wish. Actually, no, I don't.
Woody Harrelson.
That excites me to no end.
Scott Glenn.
Oh, yeah.
John Terry.
Oh, Terry.
Yeah, Todd Stash something. I can't remember reading the rest of his name.
Okay, so...
Written by S.R. Bindler.
Oh, Srabindler. He's really done it
Mark
again. Mark Westminster.
A user review gave it 10 out of 10 stars on IMDb. They're
Whoa!
fucking wrong.
Whoa, they love it. Well, maybe. Why do they like it so much?
Okay, but I do have one problem with his review.
Yeah.
He says, I mean, what can I say? It's a flop, but so many good movies are flops. It has a bunch of B-rated actors.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean of good movies are flops? That's not what
That's
makes
not
a good movie.
No, anyway, besides the point, Matthew McConaughey is not a B-rated actor. He's A-class.
He is
He's
Miracle
up there
Dream
with the
tier.
best of them.
Yeah,
Dream Team.
He's up there. He's really far up there. So
You got any questions about this movie?
Does
Because I sure as hell do.
I've got some questions, dude.
S.R. Bindler, I've got some questions.
Hold on, what does that say on the thing? Love and waves. That's what we need in these dark days. Oh, birds.
Yeah.
What is this?
Wisdom.
Surfer Kaiser.
A wise quote.
Does Matthew McConaughey's character play like that wise surfer dude who's hell philosophical and he smokes a fuckload of weed and he's like,
oh yeah,
and he's like, dude, love and waves. That's what we need in these dark days.
Yeah, he smokes a fuckload of weed.
Is that what kind of character he is?
Yeah.
Oh yes!
Stoner Matthew McConaughey. Stoner surfer Matthew McConaughey.
Oh dude, surfer dude. Oh man, does Woody Harrelson play he's obviously the far out man. Does Woody Harrelson play the straight character, so there's a comedic kind of tension between the two?
Yeah, in a way, yeah, he is
okay.
the straight.
He's the straight.
He's a straight guy.
Yeah. So, okay. So
he's the straight and narrow dude.
So there's the kind of the bouncing off each other. Okay. Yeah. And does that board have any properties of its own? / does it have a name?
No.
He doesn't call it this is my love of my life. Base. That's my best Matthew McConaughey impression. Damn it. Okay.
No. It doesn't have any characteristics. It's just his surfboard.
Just his surfer dude board.
Because all he cares about are the waves.
Oh, dude. Love and waves. That's what we need.
Love and waves.
God, I want that tattooed on my goddamn body, dude. For real.
Don't.
I'm gonna get that tattooed across here.
Can you have a spelling mistake on it too?
Oh, dude, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll get it across my collarbone. Like
on your
the
collarbone.
Yeah, on the collarbone. Okay,
it's more an engraving than it is a tattoo.
Yeah, I'm gonna engrave my bones.
You don't even have any skin showing it. You just know when someone digs your corpse up in 1,000 years, they go, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh my god, surfer dude.
Surfer dude.
Surfer, dude. Oh, dude. Okay, surfer. Sorry, surfer.
Anyway, what do you think this movie is about?
Surfer, dude, with starring Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, with the tagline "Love and waves." That's what we need in these dark days. I think this movie is a precursor, and by precursor I mean
prequel.
A prequel to kind of like a spiritual prequel.
Spiritual successor.
What's the opposite of a successor? A regressor.
Predecessor.
A spiritual predecessor to what's that show? True Detective season 1.
Not season 2.
No, we don't talk about that one.
Don't.
Wait, which? Sorry, I thought there was only one season of True Detective.
There's only one season.
One
really good season.
One only season. And so this movie starts off...
Not like Suits, which has 6 good seasons.
Not like Suits, which has 6 good seasons.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Suits or not?
Nope, sure.
Okay,
we're not a Suits podcast.
We're not a Suits cast anymore.
No.
We tried...
Temporarily.
We dabbled in it.
For 5 seconds.
We dabbled in it for 5 seconds. Okay, so this movie takes place... So, okay, hold on. Let me get the timeline correct for everybody. True Detective Season 1 takes place in, like... Well, like, the pre-part takes place in, like, 1997, is it? Or 95 or something? It's, like, mid-90s kind of era. So this takes place, like, 5 years before that. Where Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, whose names were in the show, their names were...
This is all you.
Well, it doesn't matter because this is like a life beforehand. So the names were actually
Different.
Drake and Josh. I'll let you decide. Drake is absolutely Woody Harrelson. Matthew McConaughey is absolutely Josh, no doubt about it. And Drake and Josh are just they're surfing, like they're surfer comma dudes. Actually no, they're surfer dudes, no comma. Surfer dudes full stop.
Exclamation mark.
So yeah, surfer dudes exclamation mark. Exclamation mark.
No, you can't do that. That's not proper English.
Yeah, but I'm not writing a
Your
note.
grammar's wrong.
I'm not writing a note to my professor.
Okay.
Damn it! I'm sorry, Burns. Can we backspace that last one then?
Delete. Rewind.
Yeah. So they're just like surfing, like they're in their, they're like their mid-20s, I think, at this point. And they're just living the life, dude.
Living the surf life.
They're just living the surfer dude life, you know?
Surfer
like
dude
they're
life.
just
Where
riding.
are
They are on a
the
beach.
center of the surfing.
The
world.
center of the surfing
Place
world.
called.
A place called Majimba. They're in Majimba, and Drake and Josh are just like they're just like living out their days. Like they've just like got out of the police academy. Like they're like certified policemen, but they're like, let's just like
Gap year.
yeah, let's just take a gap, whatever, dude. Because you know they like don't care. They're like
Because
whatever.
they're surfer dudes.
They're surfer dudes, dude. And they're like, they're sitting there on the beach and they're like, dude, how good's life? And then Drake is like, dude, are you smoking weed again, Josh? And Josh is like, no, dude, no. He's like, dude, I can see the joint, and he's like, and he eats it, and he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh shit, I guess I don't know, Josh. And he's like, anywho, we're just living. He's like, man, I can't be friends with you if you keep smoking weed and eating it whenever I notice.
You can't do that.
You can't
It's not very healthy.
You can't keep eating weed. You're literally eating fire. I mean the lit weed. You're literally eating fire. Josh. And he's like, dude, just chill out. Like, we're just surfer dudes, dude. And then
All surfer dudes do that.
yeah, all surfer dudes do that. Like, maybe you're not the surfer dude, Drake. And then Drake's like, he stands up. He goes, how dare you? How dare you? I got you into this lifestyle, and God be my witness, I will take you out of this lifestyle. He puts his fist to the sky, and like, not literally, but like metaphorically, the clouds swirl, and like thunder strikes his fist, and he goes for the smackdown, metaphorical smackdown, but it's his words.
Yeah.
It's like a visual, yeah. And he goes, dude, and he puts his hand up, and then it's like, and he's like, and Josh is sitting there with his hand up, like, just chilled as fuck. And then Drake's like, and he's like got the fit, and he's like really angry, and like
A fist of words.
and a fist of words. He's got a fistful of words, hate words,
Ooh, bad words.
and you can see like electricity shooting out of his eyes, and like temporarily it goes anime for like a second.
Oh yeah.
So it's like Josh is like all tranquil, and then he's like a raging storm, and then Josh comes out with the line, "Love and waves, That's what we need in these dark days. And immediately.
It's like Master Uruguay in in Tonku Fanda when he goes,
Yeah.
oh, peace, and then like everything's good.
Yeah.
Peaceful. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, he does that, and then
There's that big ring, like the big
yeah,
yellow
exactly.
ring.
Exactly like that, actually.
Whoa.
It's weird. I think Kung Fu Panda stole that from this because everything just goes away and everything becomes clear. And then Drake goes, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry about that. Like, I don't know what just came over me. That was wild."
He doesn't know.
Yeah, and he's like, "Dude, I'm sorry. You know I get angry sometimes." He's like, "Hey, dude, it's chill. Like love and waves, love and waves." And then word starts to kind of get around that because people witness this.
Mm-hmm.
So word kind of got around that like, Josh knows what's up, like love and waves, and people start saying love and waves, and everyone's like, dude, and then it kind of gets to a point after like a month or so where everyone around like the local beach is saying like love and waves, and everyone's like, who said that? It was like some surfer dude. Roll credits. Joking. And hold on, my throat is unbelievably dry right now.
Drink break.
And I forgot how to drink.
You have a drinking problem.
I have a
Severe drinking problem.
It's so severe. And then they go, yeah, some surfer dude.
Surf dudes.
And so he starts to gain a following because Drake goes, hey, that was my good friend Josh. And so Josh starts to get a following, and he starts like, everyone's like, oh, love and waves, that's what we need in these dark days. And so he pretty much becomes like a surfing messiah. He becomes like a surfer Jesus kind of thing. And essentially, I know you said that their board kind of didn't have characteristics, but it actually turns out that he crafted that board from the wood of the Holy One, which is actually just like the Surf King legend himself, Mick Fanning. Is that his name? Is Mick Fanning's, is he dead? It was just a dude called the Big Kahuna, on Majima Beach, and he dug his coffin up and he created a surfboard out of the Big Kahuna's coffin, and from there everyone's like, oh, he's got the soul, mind, body, and spirit of a god at this point. And so he even has the power, like not only does his love and waves chant, so to speak, prayer rather, it reaches out to humans and it calms even the most raging of storms. But it also extends out into the physical world after he hones his abilities. So he can calm any object. Like any object at all. And everyone knows that the state of being calm is the state of just kind of like chilling out and relaxing. He can freeze things because he can slow the molecules down to the point of chill. Like, chill. So he can just freeze things.
So he literally freezes
He
things.
literally chills things out.
He's like Frozone.
Yeah, but Frozone, like, he shot the water and then he froze it. Whereas he can just, like, freeze objects. Like, he can slow their molecules down so much that they just become the frozen form. Like, he can just freeze air. And, like he could freeze you.
So he's a god. He is a god.
Yeah. Well, dude, like, love and waves. Like, he would he'd absolutely never do it to hurt anyone. He's all about love and waves. And then Drake. Drake goes, nah, enough of this bullshit. And so he starts developing his own inner chi ability, and he starts to hone it. And basically, every time he uses it, he goes hate, and the opposite of waves is what's it called? Not light waves, sound waves, light particles. Is that the opposite of waves? Is that the other one? Does light travel through particles? Or does light travel... Or no, does sound travel through particles? And light travels through air. No, light travels... It's not waves, it's... It's like elastic bands. It's like yeah.
So he honed his elastic band skills.
No. His chant, his alternate chant is hate and elastic. That's what we need in these light days. So he flips it, meaning he gets the inverse ability, as opposed to making things chill out metaphorically and literally, actually, he makes things like very angry and furious.
So he can just start riots.
He can start riots. Like he just has the ability to make anyone angry, and also he can make their molecules shake so much that they just turn into the liquid form of whatever it is. So it's the two opposites of the spectrum. So he could just go liquid. Yeah. Yeah. And so they go to, instead of settling their differences like normal adults, or normal stand users, and fighting it out, they go up to each other and they go face to face. Like in those movies where they go face to face, and it's like, y'all about to kiss. They go face to face, and he's like, you, me, the ocean now. And Josh is like, yo, love and waves. And Drake is like, I don't give a rat's bottom about your stupid prayer and your stupid followers. We need to surf right now, dude. And he goes, for some reason he's doing a Vulcan salute. I think it's like an Easter egg. And he's like, dude.
A little homage.
Little homage, yeah. To the
yes.
source material. He goes, dude, whatever. And they go and they surf. And it's like, it's like, in Scott Pilgrim, how, like, the dragons fight the giant, like, beast.
Yep.
Except that's a literal thing because that's Scott Pilgrim. But think of it as a metaphorical thing. Like, all people are seeing are, like, two people, like, surfing, like, really hard. Like, they're surfing, like, into each other and shit. Like, when butterflies fuck or whatever, how they dance and shit? Or is that dragonflies? Something flying, they dance together. Like how, like, snakes, how they wind up like that. Like, they're doing this intricate, like maneuvers in the ocean.
Sex ocean stuff.
They're doing sex ocean stuff. And then, like, two giant beasts are like, fighting each other, kind of thing, above them.
Cool.
Like,
metaphorical beast.
yeah, kind of like manifestations of their anger and their calmness.
Their chi and will stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
Their chakras are fighting.
Yeah.
They've unlocked their full potential, and their chakras are being exerted into the natural world.
But normal humans can't see it.
No, only if you've aligned all your chakras and opened them fully. And so they're fighting, and then essentially, like, it's all, the climax is happening, and they're going at each other, and they're like, flash of white. And then you just see both of their bodies flying out, and both, I forgot to mention, Drake crafted his surfboard from the other big kahuna of Majimba Beach. I just thought I'd throw that in there. And so they both get thrown onto the beach, but they get thrown onto the rock pools, and so do their boards. So their boards shatter into a billion pieces, and so they lose an aspect of their abilities and their godliness, so to speak.
Wow.
And as they hit the rock pools, both of their necks snap at the same time, leading both of their chi to exit, because everyone knows the chi exits through the spine.
Yep.
Which is why when people break their necks, they don't have chi. So the chi exits through their spine, but because they both exit at the same time, they do this, like snakes.
Yeah.
They do this.
Yeah.
Kind of like snakes. And they go up into the sky. And then, usually chis exit when the person dies, kind of thing. But then they both jolt back to life. And the chis go down, but there's no place for the chis to go in because they're both holding their neck like, beans. And so the chis can't separate and can't go back into the person, into the people. And so they both shoot off in one direction. And then they go into the bad guy in True Detective Season 1. You know, the spoilers, ugly guy. They go into him. And he goes, my fates will be forever interlocked with theirs. And then they forget about everything. They get thrown to the hospital. They never meet ever again until 5 years later when
True Detective
starts up. And then like,
Whoa.
if you actually go back and watch True Detective under the guise of watching Surfer Dude, it's like, hey, it makes sense because they kind of both do like recognize each other, sort of thing.
Okay,
But-
fair enough.
Yeah, and then so it's like them going off, and then it starts up season 1 of True Detective. And that's the end of the film, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Well,
How'd I do?
what a thrilling tale you told me.
Thank you.
Wow, amazing.
Surfer Comma Dude.
Surf Comma Dude. That was Surf Comma. No, it wasn't.
Love
That was
and
nothing
Waves, dude. Love and
That was
Waves.
not Surf Comma Dude at all. So this movie, I'll read you the description because I think it. Yeah, I think it gets it the best. Like, Steve Addington, Matthew McConaughey, is a professional surfer and beach bum who lives to ride the waves.
Oh yeah.
Content simply to live in the moment and has a dilemma when his finances dry up and businessman Eddie Zano, Jeffrey Nordling, offers to hire him for a virtual reality game.
What? What? What do you mean?
Since there are no other good waves in the ocean, Addington must reconsider Zano's offer and ponder his place in the world, struggling with the choices, and he seeks advice from his friends. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's so fucking weird and stupid. I
What the
hate it.
hell?
It's so bad.
Is it like good, stupid, or bad, dude?
It's just dumb.
Oh my god. Does he go into the virtual world?
I don't want to talk about.
Oh, sorry.
And Woody Harrelson is like his manager.
His manager of what?
Like he's a professional surfer.
Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, fucking what?
I hate this movie so much.
I'm so sorry I made you go through that. Holy shit. So what was my rating?
I'll give you a short board and a long board.
Oh yeah, that's alright.
That's pretty good.
I can't surf, but I'll take it because it's the thought that counts. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you did okay.
I watched a movie this week called Scarface, starring Al Pacino. And oh, cool. Where's the? That's cool. I guess there's just no cast list on this. Al Pacino.
Al Pacino is the whole movie.
Michelle Pfeiffer's in it. Not really anyone else of note.
Cool. I'm just gonna disregard Michelle Pfeiffer.
Stephen Bauer, if you know who he is.
Oh.
Mary Elizabeth.
Yep.
Robert someone.
All I know is Al Pacino.
Al Pacino is the only like notable person in this. Director Brian De Palma,
Sounds good to me.
who's done things such as Mission Impossible, The Untouchables. Oh, have you seen The Untouchables?
Yes.
Fuck, I like that movie
It's
a
a
lot.
good movie. It's just like every action movie rolled into one.
Yeah, but it did it.
Good.
It did it in 1987. It's so fucking cool. Sorry. Yeah, directed by him. Came out in 1983. Is 170 minutes long. It's a crime and drama film. Rated 8.3 on IMDb.
Oh, did pretty well. It's pretty good actually.
Yeah. And yeah, is that all? I think that's.
Yeah. So, this is an overview of the thing there. I don't want to read that because it'll ruin it.
Yeah.
Give me an idea. But I have seen here. He loved the American dream with a vengeance.
He loved it so much he just wanted to avenge it. You know.
Yeah, but he damn right avenge it.
And then they go, and we're the fucking Avengers. And they say that in Avengers Part 1.
We're the Revengers.
We're the fucking Revengers, Thor said in Thor Ragnarok.
We're
And
the
I can't believe
Maybe
he
they're
swore.
Revengers.
And everyone's like, that's dumb. And he's like, fuck you. And it's like, Thor, stop swearing.
Thor, this is a kids movie.
We know you've got a new director, but God, stop fucking swearing.
This is an M movie.
But yeah, so what do you think this film, Scarface, starring up? Oh, you still have questions to ask me.
I have a few questions about this.
You have quite a few.
So, is this suit in this movie actually like white?
Yeah, sometimes.
Cool.
Kind of wears different things.
Okay, but just he has a nice white suit.
He does have a nice white suit.
Okay, he's got a gun. He shoots a lot of people. That's where the famous line comes from. I know this much.
Yeah.
And he has
his
a
famous
buttload of cocaine.
and his famous line is,
Say hello to my little friend.
"It's me."
Bailey's the little friend.
I'm the little friend.
He's a little dude.
So I'm the little surfer, dude.
I'm gonna put that on the hat and just surfer.
Oh yeah, can we?
Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Third question. Oh.
And the third question is
Wait, what's the second question? There was no second question.
Does he shoot people?
You didn't ask me that. You just assumed.
Okay, does he shoot people?
Yeah.
Lots of people.
Fuck yeah.
Lots of people.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great. I think I'm ready to tackle this movie. I know I'm going with this movie.
Okay. Yeah.
So this movie's about a man. It's Al Pacino, and he's Al Scarface Pacino.
His name's actually Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Scarface Pacino.
Scarface Pacino.
Yeah. And so he moves to America to sell a buttload of cocaine.
Whoa.
Like a absolute arse ton.
How much is an arse ton? Is it
1,000.
2 fuck tons or is it?
It's no fuck ton is
fuck ton's more than that. Yeah.
Fuck ton is like 2,000 arse tons.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's still an arse ton is a lot.
Arse ton is a lot. It's
Yeah.
more than a ton.
Yeah. Definitely.
Definitely. So he wants to sell all of this cocaine, like so much cocaine.
That primo shit as well, because it's like Cuban cocaine.
Cuban cocaine.
Oh, it's a primo.
He's
Primo
Cuban.
coke. Yeah.
But the gimmick of this movie is that Al Pacino plays every character.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
So he's
kind of like a Doctor Do. No.
Kind of like a what?
Not Doctor Dolittle. The one where Eddie Murphy plays all the Nutty Professor. Kind of like that one.
Like kind of like that Professor. Except he's the extras. He's everyone.
Whoa!
Right? Because it's amazing. Because there's like a scene where he's in New York and he's like walking down the street and
Whoa.
everyone is Al Pacino.
That sounds so technically impressive as well for 1983. That's wild.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. So it's amazing, really. Like.
That sounds
I
unbelievable.
could not believe my eyes.
I need to watch this movie. That's crazy.
Yeah. So El Scarface.
Al Scarface
moves to New York City to sell all this cocaine. It's
Yeah.
premium good shit cocaine.
Sniff it in your nose.
Yeah,
kind of
we
shit.
don't endorse drug use whatsoever.
Please don't do drugs.
Explores, please, we don't endorse it, but I will talk about a lot of cocaine. An arse ton of cocaine.
We don't endorse it, but we'll talk about it until the cows come home and until we're blue in the face.
Yes. And so he has sold this cocaine.
Yeah.
And the main antagonist of this film, who is played by Al Pacino, but with a Santa beard.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's like a big white Santa beard with the white suit. He's actually the actual guy on the front of this is not Scarface. It's the antagonist.
What's his name again?
Al Santa Face.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
Al Santa Face.
Al Santa Face.
You'll notice in this movie that all of them have a different,
Middle name?
noun part of their face. So it's something face.
Oh, something face. Okay.
Yeah.
Noun face.
Al something face Pacino.
That's his real name in real life.
Yeah. Al something face.
Al something face.
Yeah, and so he moves to New York and he has all these guns and stuff and he has to sell this cocaine. So he starts his own drug company with lots of drug mules. And I don't mean like drug mules in the fact that you get them to like people. Actual mules.
Like real mules.
Real mules.
Oh wow, not a metaphorical mule.
Yeah, but it's actually Al Pacino's face plastered onto a mule. Because he plays every character. The mules even have characters.
The mules, they all have names and stories.
Al Arse Face.
Al Arse Face. Yep.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Al Donk Face.
Al Donk Face.
Al Dink Face.
Al Dink Face.
Al Butt Face.
That was a good one. That was my favourite one. Al Butt Face, I think he had the most intriguing story.
El Gooch Face.
El what? Gooch?
It's like the area of Gooch.
Gooch.
Yeah.
Oh, do mules have that?
No.
He was just called
That's just
Gooch
their name.
Face.
Okay, don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so they all have like Al Pacino's face. And they're all like he all sends them off and says sell this cocaine. They all have like half a ton each.
Whoa!
Mules can carry. Mules can carry a lot of cocaine.
They can carry this fat ass.
And they could also, so they go out and they send to the world and they do their little drug deal on the side of little donkey clippers and they go, give me your cash. And they give them the cash. So
They stick it in their mouth.
stick it in the mouth, they give it to them in the hand, or they pin a tail on them with the
Isn't that donkeys?
Yeah, mules are the same.
Mules are the same.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the
And
same.
they stick
animal.
them on the back and they stick tails on them with the drug money and they give them the cocaine pack and they go.
Make sure you give them a pat though, because they really like that.
They like pats. Go give them
Yeah.
a good pat. So you gave them good pats. and they got lots of money. He starts making big bank. Like, he buys a mansion.
Whoa.
And it's like a Greek mansion. And you know how, like, there's loads of, like, Greek architecture, and it's got, like, lots of statues of David?
Yeah, definitely.
It's all Al Pacino.
Oh, that's a good
And he's
one.
like the painter of the ceiling. He paints the ceiling. There's like a scene of him painting a ceiling. It's Al Pacino painting the ceiling, and him like carving out like the Al Pacino from like this marble slate.
He's carving an Al Pacino.
He's carving himself into like this marble slate, and he's like just doing it.
It's the statue of David, but when he gets to the dick, it's just Al Pacino's face.
Instead of a fig leaf, it's just Al Pacino's face. So Al Pacino is really like this big imagery for Al Pacino. It's really a breakthrough movie.
Did you say Al Pacino's a big imagery for Al Pacino?
Yeah. Who would have thought? All right.
That's wild.
Especially in this movie, they play lots of homage to Al Pacino.
Yeah.
So anyways,
this movie's a love letter to Al Pacino.
But then Al Santa Face busts through the door and goes, "Stop selling your ass ton of cocaine in my New York City. I'm trying to get ready for Christmas."
Wait,
by selling my own cocaine supply.
Okay.
And he has little elves with Al Pacino's face plastered on them. That's his drug elves. Not his drug mules, his drug elves.
Elves, of course.
Yes, and he has brownies, like elf brownies as well.
Elf brownies?
Yeah, brownies are like the opposite of elves, if you didn't know.
Brownies?
Yeah, they're called brownies.
Elves?
The opposite of like the elves from like, you know, North Pole, elves, South Pole. Brownies.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called.
Why?
They're like evil and annoying and shitty.
What?
Yeah, did you notice?
No.
Oh.
I didn't know
Don't
this.
you know in the movie Elf with Will Ferrell, and he goes like, "Oh, you must be from the South Pole. You're a brownie."
That sounds like a racial slur.
It does sound like a very big racial slur, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's right.
What the hell? What do they do?
Not Christmas stuff.
They break toys.
Fuck toys.
Fuck toys.
Yeah,
Sorry, the brownies.
Yeah, but these elves, and they sell lots of drugs. Yeah.
We don't condone two things on this show: drugs and elves. But we're talking about them today.
Yeah, not like Santa's elves. Don't sell Santa's elves.
No.
But I like Legolas.
Yeah, he's the only elf that's bearable.
Because he's very good with the bow.
He does that.
Stop.
And he counts. And he counts? 1.
Oh, right, that.
Cool. I've actually never seen Lord of the Rings. I just know that's something that he does.
And so, what was I? And then, yes, Santa Face busts in the door. And he comes in with all his elves and he goes, "We need to stop this drug operation." So they have, like, all these, like, Tommy guns.
Whoa!
Like, toy Tommy guns. They shoot real bullets. They look like toy Tommy guns, but they shoot real bullets.
Oh, they're plastic, but they shoot metal? Whoa!
Yeah.
That's wild.
And so they, like, bust in, they start killing all the drug operations, all the drug mules. And then this is the famous scene.
Oh, yeah?
Where he busts out the door, like, nose and face covered in cocaine.
Yeah.
And he's got a Tommy gun, but it shoots plastic bullets that's made of metal.
Oh, it's the reverse.
It's like the reverse.
Oh, shit. It's like the brownie version.
But the special thing about these bullets is they have Al Pacino's face all on them, so he shoots like plastic Al Pacinos at people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Al Bullet Face.
Yeah, Al Bullet Face.
Yeah.
That's his gun maker.
That's his gun maker.
That's his gun maker. They go, say hello to my little friend. And it's actually himself being shot in bullets. So himself is his little friend.
So
because they're little faces.
They're literally little friends. So
yes.
It is Al Pacino shooting Al Pacinos at Al Pacino.
No, elves that have Al Pacino's face on them.
Sorry. So it's Al Pacino shooting Al Pacinos at Al Pacino covered elves.
Yeah, but they are actually played by Al Pacino on his knees.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That I don't think I've ever heard of anything that meta before.
Yeah, so that's what he does in this movie, and that's what he does. Anyway, so he fights off El Santa Face, and El Santa Face says, "I'll get you, Scarface."
Just like that.
Yeah. Just like that. I'll get you, Scarface. If it's the last thing I do. Like Captain Hook.
Like Captain Hook does.
I'll get you, Peter Pan.
Get you, Peter Pan.
If it's the last thing I'll do.
Then doesn't he get eaten?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a raw deal. Holy
it sucks
shit.
to be Captain Hook if you didn't know.
Isn't that
you
a
have
kid's?
a hook for a hand.
Isn't that a kid's movie?
Yeah.
He gets eaten by a crocodile.
He gets out.
Oh, okay.
He gets better.
Spoilers, I haven't seen it. He gets better. He gets better.
He got better.
Didn't you die? Yeah, I got better.
She turned me into a newt. I got better.
What's that from?
Holy Grail?
Damn it, I haven't seen that in forever. No, I've seen it. I just haven't seen. It's literally sitting in that pile of DVDs that I have to fucking watch. Like, I want to.
Good movie. Anyway, besides the point. So anyway, he runs out of the room and he's like, I lose this round, and then Scarface goes, oh fine, I have to rebuild my empire again because all my drug mules are dead.
Oh, he killed every last one. He killed them all, even the children.
They're children drug mules. They're just born adults.
They're born. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, it's rough, very rough. Anyway, besides the point. So he rebuilds his empire again.
Yeah.
And this is like when he's like the scene where he's like walking through the city with like all the Al Pacinos around him because Al Pacino, like everyone in this movie for some weird reason. I still don't understand what the was going for with this. And so he's running through the city. He's like trying to find like people to recruit to become part of his organization. And I don't know where I'm going with.
Pick the plot back up.
He's picking the plot. He goes.
And he finds the script and he goes.
This movie's like 170 minutes long. I gotta skip 120 minutes in. That's good. About 150 minutes in.
Okay, so we're in the final act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he rebuilds his empire with a bunch of drug horses.
Oh, he uses horses this time.
Yeah, because they're stronger and bigger.
They're stronger and bigger.
So they can move twice as much cocaine.
Less stamina, but they're quicker.
Doesn't matter because he has to cover a couple blocks.
Yeah, so it's actually more efficient to use horses. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and they all have his face on them, but you can't really tell the difference.
Yeah. So our long face.
And these guys, but these horses are special. They stand up on two legs.
Oh.
And they can shoot guns.
Oh. I would say why the long face, but I already know why.
Because Al Pacino's face?
Because they're submitted to a life of drug slavery.
Ah, true, yes. Anyway, but so then the final scene of this is like a gang war.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like El Santa comes back.
Yeah.
El Santa Face comes back and he has his new army.
Whoa.
Of cyborg robot elves.
Oh, okay.
With Al Pacino's face and like the Terminator eyes. So they look really cool.
They look very
cool. It's
I'm
like
visualizing it, yeah.
And then Al Pacino, who has El Scarface,
yeah,
he has like his army of horses that stand on two legs to shoot guns, dual wielding guns.
Obviously, like that one scene from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, and so then they have like this all-out gang war in a city block.
Yeah. And
then it's wild. Like it's just like 15 minutes of slaughtering.
Really?
Like it's really crazy. And
wow.
There's like cocaine cannons like fire because you gotta get rid of the cocaine somehow.
Yeah, you can't get caught by the police.
And it's like firing up in the air. It looks like those powder fireworks you can get.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
where people shoot like the colours and shit into the
sky.
Yeah,
it
looks really cool.
It's like that, like tie powder.
To die
powder.
To die.
And then and they have this big war and all the horses like doing like Matrix like flips and stuff and dodging bullets of the cyborg
really cool.
ninja elves.
Yeah.
And then El Santa Face and El Scarface like dueling with their fists like big punches.
Yeah.
Like a haymaker.
Oh.
And then like
like
El
a
Santa
rising
Face.
upper, or?
Like. And El Santa Face has like a Jack in the Box. He winds up and he like. That's like got a big fist and it just punches like El Scarface, and El Scarface shoots his gun. It's really good, like well choreographed fight scene.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
There's like screen transitions where he like punched him through a wall.
Ooh.
And like then he fights into a basement and they like go through like a water level.
Ah, go through a water level.
Yeah.
Kind of like
scene.
Kind of like
I hate all water levels.
Yeah.
And then they kind of get to the end, like they're on top of a volcano that's risen up from all the fighting that's happened.
Yeah.
And then they're like fighting, and they're like, "You have to get in the volcano, or this is the only way we'll win." And they're like fighting, and they punch each other again, and there's like they're really weak at this point. And then they like grapple with each other, they're rolling around the ground. Then they just both like roll off, and like they're hanging. And El Scarface is holding on to El Santa Face. And he's like, "I'm just gonna let you go." He tries to let him go and like gets him off. He's like, "No!" He's like fighting, clawing for his life.
Yeah.
And then El Scarface, like the rock he's holding on to, slips, and they both fall and then like as they're falling, like it's like a memoir of like, it's like, dun, it's like that sad, that sad music meme. It's like black and white. It's like, dun, and it's like a crying face, and then the editor's actually edited in like the little like fake teardrops coming down. It cuts to like this.
Yeah.
And it's like black. Black and white. No, it's like the sad music, and then the editors had little teardrops.
So you saying that they were roughly 20-something years ahead of the curve in terms of that 30-something years?
That's where the meme originated from, actually.
Okay, right. Wow.
Yeah, and so then like that's the end of the movie, and then they were setting up for a sequel because they didn't actually die; they just had the sad cut at the end.
Ah.
And so they were setting up for the sequel, but they didn't get enough funding.
Ah, that sucks. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Death Note, like they're probably not going to do another one.
Why?
What? Why? Death Note, like the movie.
No, why?
You know the really good movie Death Note?
Why?
That's on Netflix. That you guys should all watch because it's really good.
Why?
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 Why me? Why him? The film. It's the second time we've referenced Why Him on the podcast.
It's actually a very good film.
I haven't seen it. I'm taking the rest of this, sorry.
It's a good film. I recommend that movie. Bryan Cranston's very good.
Big
James Franco.
So this... Ooh!
Ooh!
So this film is, as I said, incredibly long. And I can see why it's a classic, because it's pretty good.
Oh.
And it's pretty good because it's like fucking rough. Like there's this scene where like some dude gets hung out of a helicopter.
Ah.
Yeah. But basically the gist of this story is some dude comes from Cuba because it's at a time when like I don't know, Cuban refugees were coming to live in Australia, America or something. Had something to do with communists.
Yeah, Red Sons of the
Bed.
Bed.
What was his name?
Castro.
Castro, yeah, and he was like,
Fidel
fuck.
Castro.
Yeah, and he was like, fuck Castro. I hate commies.
Oh, he hates commies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he was like, I had to leave my country, fuck him. And so basically, it's just it's a story of his rise to power in this drug cartel or this criminal business. Gets to the top. It's like the first hour and a half of the movie is him rising to the top, and then the last half of the movie is him just slowly crashing down until all of it just gets swept out from under him, and it just he fucks up so bad. Like everything gets fucked. Like it's so wild.
Wow.
Like I want you to watch it, so I won't say what happens at the end, but like there's a huge fucking gunfight at the end, and like just the whole company goes to shit. Spoilers.
Big war, big gang war.
Yeah, you got that.
Big
right.
gunfight.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's got it.
It's good.
But like, I recommend you watch this. Because it's good. It's like a good crime movie, but also it's just like it's fucking funny to watch him fuck up. Because like by the end of it, he's like, "Oh no, what happened, bruh?" Ad-libbed, improvised accent.
Very improvised. Shit.
And it's very funny. I give you it's super good as well. I give you a mountain of cocaine.
Is there a mountain of cocaine?
There's a mountain, not a literal mountain, but there's a fucking mountain of cocaine. Yeah, I give you that, and that's it. If you want it, well, too bad you've got it.
That's a lot of cocaine.
It's a lot of cocaine, dude.
Not a lot of money.
Ah.
So yeah.
Wow. I actually think that's the end of this episode. I mean, that's all we got for you today.
I guess so.
I don't really have anything else to add.
I just want to say I'm excited to watch Stranger Things too. And that's it.
I want to watch Suits.
He wants to watch Suits. I want to watch Stranger Things too. The duality of man.
Is that a thing they grapple with in season 2?
Yeah.
The duality of man.
They talk about like, damn, should we do that? Not yet. Just wait, fans. Just wait. Thanks for listening to our podcast, spoilers, please. I've been Bradley Lancaster.
I'm Tom Mendes.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Lasagna.